Okay, guys, how you doing? Oh, sorry about that. I had a serious network issue, so I even had to stop the video and then had to start recording another one. So we're basically talking about the downtrend. We've talked about the uptrend, and I told you this is when the market is creating series of higher highs and higher lows, and then we made some examples, and also the downtrend. This is the situation by the market is creating lower highs. Right, that's it. Okay, so guys, this is just directly like an opposite to the the uptrend. I told us that the downtrend. This is a situation whereby the market is creating series of lower highs and lower lows rather. So basically, like it's a situation whereby if the market, if you want to know, okay, this market is on a bearish trend, it is on a downtrend, it is selling, it is bearish. How do I know? The market tends to give us series of lower highs and lower lows. And now, how do we know what is our lower high, our lower low? So this is one of the things I'll be explaining, just like opposite to the higher highs and the higher lows. So if we have series of this in the market, now probably the market was coming like this, and then it gave a what? A low. This is a low, and it came back. This is a high. Just pay attention, please. This is a high, and it came back and gave us an high that is lower than the previous high. Now, this high, when we're talking about the bullish trend, the high is always higher than the higher low is always higher than the previous high. But now the low, this high here, this high here, this lower high, this high currently here, or let's use the word, it's lower than this high here. So that is why we call it a what? A lower high. And this is a low. So then the market came down and then gave us a new low. And this low was lower than this previous low. So we have a what? Lower low. Why is it a lower low? Because the current low is lower, you understand, than the previous low. That's why it's a lower low. And then it go up again. And when it's going up, it's already going up and it's already an high. So now this high here then give us an high, but the high is lower than the previous high. So we have a what? A lower high. This high is lower than this high. Hope we are getting it. Then it came down and gave us a what? A low. And the low was lower than this previous low. So we have a what? Lower low. Then it retraced back again and then give us a what? An high. But this time the high is what? Lower than the previous high. Are you guys? I hope we are getting it. So we have a lower high and come down, the same thing. This is just basically how it is when the market is giving us series of lower highs, lows, highs that are lower than the previous low, and then giving us series of lows that are lower than the previous low. So that is just basically that is just sorry about that. That is just basically how this stuff works. So guys, with this now, I would want us to go to the chat. So I'll just give us a little example. I want to make this video very, 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 very fast. Now I'm merging it with, so let's take Let's take this scenario for example now. I'm using a chart that I've been backtested. So okay, so guys, now the market came and gave us something like a high. Hope you understand it. It gave us something like a high here, and then it formed a low, because and then it came back and gave us another high, but this time this high is lower than this high, so we have a lower high. It's lower than this high, you understand? Then it came down and gave us another low, but this time this new low it gave us is lower than the previous low, so we have a lower low. That's LL. Then it came up again and give us high, but then the high was lower than the previous high, so we have a lower high. It came down, it gave us low. Same scenario, lower low. Came up, give us high, and the high is lower. We have a lower high. Then it came down. Let's just use this. Boom. Another lower low. Lower high. Lower low. Like that. So guys, basically, this is just it's about the series of uptrend and a downtrend. I just want us to understand that when the market is on an uptrend, when it's in the or down a downtrend, it's either it's giving us a series of higher highs and higher lows, or a series of lower highs and lower lows, guys. So basically, this is just it. I'm trying to bring this concept very, very easy so that we'll be able to get it. You guys will be able to get it so that it's not going to be complex at all. So let me just give us another example to write with. Cool. So here also we have market came, gave us a high, and then came down and gave us low, and moved up and give us a lower high. Guys, why do we call this a lower high? Because this high is lower than the previous high, and then it came down and gave us a lower low. Why do we call it a lower low? Because this low is lower than the previous low, then it reversed again, give us a lower high, then came down, give us a lower low, reversed a lower high, came down, took out this previous low, and give us a lower low, reversed lower high, lower low. Like that, guys. So basically, this is just the movement of the market. This is just how the market moves. This is just basically how it moves. There is no need to get anything complex about it. So for you to understand, okay, what am I looking to? Okay, I'm looking to buy in this trend, or I'm looking to sell. Why am I buying? Why am I selling? Because the market has been presenting me with a series of higher highs and higher lows, or series of lower highs and lower lows. So guys, let's rush down to the ranging market structure. So now when we are talking about ranging, I told you guys that it is known as the sideways, it's known as consolidation. So this is basically a situation whereby the market is moving in a sideways manner. It is not going in any direction. Okay, guys, so this is a period when when the market is not going on a finite direction. It's not going up or going down. Rather, it is just going sideways and it is consolidating. This is a period when most traders, they said it is a period whereby the market is resting, the market is exhausted, the market wants to gather momentum so that it can push up or push down. So we can see situations whereby the market is just moving like this, like this, like this, like this. And it's not going up, neither is it going down. So this is what we call the ranging aspect, the consolidating aspect. Then probably after a while, the market could break to the downside and go, or to break to the upside. So sometimes we might see situations whereby the market is coming like this for even a year. The market can be trending downwards for a year, and then for like 3 months, it will just be consolidating, gathering momentum, gathering momentum. Then after that 3 months, it might just break this zone and then it keeps going down. Sometimes it will come back, break the upper side, and then come in. And this is where most guys that trade support and resistance, these are where most of all those concepts have been traded in. So guys, this is just it about ranging markets. The market is not creating series of highs or lows. It is just moving sideways and it's not having a definite or a finite direction. So guys, let's go into the charts. Let me just give us a quick chart review, then I'll explain something very quickly. So guys, please, this is okay. Okay, so let's look at something like this. Yeah. Now the market has been on a downtrend, lower, low, lower, lower, low, lower, creating series of that, and then it came, and then it was consolidating here. You see, it came again, it consolidated here, consolidated, then a fake out. So basically, we can see that the market did not cross this zone. I don't know if you are getting this. So basically, this is just how it works. You see, I'm coming. Let me look for other examples. I'll look for 3, 2, 4 examples. So it's going to be fast. Correct, correct, correct. This is what I'm looking for. So guys, this market has been on a bullish trend, for example, and then after a series of higher highs and higher lows, it came and it came down, got to this zone, came down, got to this zone, came down, got to this zone, came down, came down, came down. This happened for almost, this should be like almost a month and a month plus. Then, like what I said, it broke down to the what, to the downside. If you notice, it was still around this zone, consolidating around this zone. Why? The market was gathering momentum. It was getting ready. It was, it's just like somebody that is going on a marathon race. Before you know, during the first sorry, please, during the first or somebody that's supposed to round the field like 30 times. From the first, second, third, even to the 25th, 27th, the person might be running slowly. To the 29th, then on the 30th one, you just see where the person gathers speed. There are some people that they will start well, they'll run very well at the first 3 meters or so, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not familiar with racing. Then after running around that, you see them, they are getting exhausted, they can't run again. So this is like the period of the consolidation. They were the first person before, but now they are now like the 20th person. They are running very slow and then they are gathering momentum before they break out. So this is just what the market does. So guys, this is basically what consolidation is. This is what a ranging market does. It's just gathers momentum. I want to look for one more example, and then you see after that it kept on going, and we're going to see one. Okay. This is just basically how the market works, guys. Consolidate, 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 and then break out. Consolidate and then break out. consolidate and then consolidate and then. Okay, let's look at a situation like this also. Like this, we have series of higher low, high, okay. It's a consolidation for like a week. I'm going somewhere, and then it came here, came down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Even before it broke out to the upside. So this kind of zone is what we call the ranging market. So the market ranges. So we can see this on most higher time frames and like. And there's something else I want to explain to us. So I wouldn't leave you confused. And I know some of you might be asking yourself the question that how do I know when this market is about to change from an uptrend to a downtrend? So guys, simple answer is structure. Breaking market structure, BMS. So guys, what is a breaking market structure? Some people call it change in market structure. You can also call it change in trend. You can also call it's just basically when there's a change in the current trend. And how is that? I've explained to you guys that if it's on a bearish trend, it creates a series of what? Lows, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then instead of it to create a lower high, it creates a what? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Now this is where it breaks the structure. Guys, I really want us to pay close attention here. Now, low, high. I'll definitely re-explain. A lower high. At least you are familiar with the lower and high, so I don't need to go over that again. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Now, this is a what? A lower high. Then the market created what? A lower low. So the next thing it was supposed to create is what? Had it been it's reversed at this point, would have a what? A lower high. But instead, it went past this previous high and took it out. So automatically, the new high it created is higher than the previous high. So that's why we have a what? Higher high. You see, this is a bearish trend. That's a bearish trend changed to a bullish trend. And here, it came and it gave us a what? An higher low. Why is this an higher low? Because this low is higher than the previous low we have here. Then it comes another higher high, higher low. Another higher high, another higher low. So guys, the situation, what happened in this equation is what we call the break in market structure, BMS. Why? Because this zone was supposed to give us a lower high, but it broke the previous lower high and give us a what? Higher high. That's just basically how it works. So if it was on a bullish trend, yeah, then it did something like this. So this is an high, a low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now it was supposed to give us an higher low, but it broke this previous low and gave us a what? A lower low, because this new low is lower than the previous low. So what happened here is what we call the break in market structure. Actually, this term, this BMS actually belongs to liquidity providers concept. So my mentor, Ola, that was whom I learned, the others block pattern of trading from before I, opted out and decided to find my own trail. You understand? So credit to him. So it was the owner of this thing. Yeah. So to continue, guys, this is the break in the market structure. Then the market gave us a what? A lower low. And came here again and gave us a what? Lower high. Because this high was not up to the previous high. So it's lower than the previous high. Then it came down, gave us a what again? Lower low. Lower high. So guys, this is basically how you know when there's going to be a change in the market structure. This is how you know when there is going to be a change in either an uptrend or a downtrend. Either an uptrend or a downtrend. So I'm just okay. Okay, let's use this one for example. So this was a lower, a low, a high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's supposed to create a lower high, another lower high, but it gave us what? An higher high, created an higher low. Created a what? High, higher low, higher, higher low, higher, higher low, higher, like that, guys. So basically, here we have a what? High. My network is okay. Low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Higher low. So the situation that happened here is what we call the break market structure, guys. So basically, that is just how the stuffs work. So I don't want to get us confused. Let me look for other example. I was not having the intention of teaching this so you guys won't get confused on the long run. I just needed to, really, really explain that. To explain that. Like okay, well, what we have here. Sorry to deviate a little bit. But what we have here is just basically consolidation. You see, the market was moving sideways. You'll find definite direction. Hope we get this. Get this. Why the market is not doing what? Okay, so the market was moving in, let's say this high, a low, an high, a low, an high, a low, high, an high, a low, this lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now let me do the drawing so we can understand. So this is an high, low, high, low, it's an high because it is higher than the previous high, and the low is higher than the previous low, and it gives an higher high, higher low. But here I give a what? A high, but the high is not up to this, so it's a what? A lower high. Then it gave a what? A lower low. So this low broke this low, the previous low, and went lower than it. That is why we have our what? Break in market structure. So these are some of the things you can add to your conference, our conference, before you want to take a trade. Then it gave you what? Lower high. Then it what? A lower low. Then it what? A lower high. Then a lower low. Like that. So guys, this is it about it. And I don't really want us to get confused, but I believe this has been explained and can endeavor to ask questions. So I'll be leaving us here. All right, guys. Take care and have a